Also, about the Mario Good to Evil video, we are so sorry about how long it took to make. Anyways, enjoy the video.
Tonight, Niall and Tamatoa Gaming Dar will be the two main hosts during this event, as they go over their characters based on their personality and actions.
Where there's smoke, they pitch back.
Hey everyone! Welcome back to Super Origami Kingdom. This is Niall, the hero boy, back once again.
And I'm Tamatoa Gaming, the 7th member of the Stardust Crusaders. I want to be a two-host for today's new video. This video is called
The Super Mario Bros. Mainline Characters Good to Evil. Yup, you heard it. This is gonna be the first Good to Evil video, as we will be going over the Mario characters from 3 sections. First, the good to most good, the neutral to most neutral, and evil to most evil.
This is going to be our opinions based on how we see their actions and personality. If you agree with our picks, then leave a comment and tell us what your picks are on the Mario characters Good to Evil. Anyways, without further ado, ready to start, Niall?
I've been ready. Anyways people, we will be heading to the good to most good list. Enjoy the video!
Hello everyone on YouTube, it is I, Fraser Animations 2020, or as some people call me Morgan, and it's pretty much my first time being on a rant on Super Origami Kingdom. Anyway, I'm honored.
3, 2, 1!
Let us begin.
Starting off the list of the characters in the protagonist section, we have not only the most beautiful goddess and celestial princess in the entire universe, but the most beautiful woman I've ever met in a video game, and also the #1 reason why I love Super Mario Galaxy, Rosalina, my video game crush, and she made a cameo in the final versions 4 and 5. She stands for ravishing, out of this world, stunning, attractive, lovely, ideal, nice and alluring. Wait a minute, why am I speaking in my Batman voice? Anyway, enough off-topicness, let's just get to it. Now, where were we? Ah yes, Rosalina is the adoptive mother of the Lumas who commands the Comet Observatory, as she made her debut in Super Mario Galaxy that came out in 2007. She is a very powerful figure, as her duty is to watch over and protect the cosmos. We all know very well that Rosalina makes for the best Mario princess simply because of her calm tone of voice and her absolutely adorable appearance. Which I can 100% agree on. Anyway, Rosalina willingly adopts the Luma when she is unable to find its real mother, and would later on adopt the other Lumas into her family. She was remorseful when she was unable to reunite with her own family and had already lost her own mother due to unknown circumstances. Speaking of that, Rosalina is one of the only Mario characters, if not the only Mario character, well, correct me if I'm wrong, to have an actual backstory. A rather depressing, yet well-written backstory, mind you. Anyway, the story begins as Rosalina was a child when she met this star-like creature, aka Luma, as he is waiting for his mother, and Rosalina promised him to find his mother. And with that, the celestial duo began the search for the lost mother, but to no avail, and Rosalina would never reunite with her family again. Oh, if you thought that sad? Well, read further into the second half of the story. Anyways, with no mothers, the two look after each other and build their own home. Then later on, from a few to more and more Lumas appear, and Rosalina gains her title as the mother of all Lumas. She looks back at Earth and recalled all the good times she had and burst into tears. When I first read all of this while I played Super Mario Galaxy, that actually made me cry because of how emotional it was. It was so sad and beautifully written. Rosalina has the saddest backstory in the entire Mario series. Well, the other one was Count Black. Even when she doesn't directly engage in battle with Mario, she still provides Mario a lot of assistance more resourcefully, and she made it her mission to protect the galaxies. But most of all, she protects the entire universe and can also reset and alter it. Oh, and powers? Well, Rosalina has a lot of them. Like making large and small force fields, telekinesis, flight, levitation, golfing, astral projection, kart racing, the ability to transform and drive the Comet Observatory with just a wave of her wand, the ability to summon bridges seemingly out of nothing, and the ability to change her own size, which means her magic abilities have increased tenfold. I mean, if she wanted to, she can increase her size even further, like planet size, for crying out loud. If you thought Bowser can change size, well, guess what? So can Rosalina. She has mastered using the powers of the stars. While she usually uses them to power her ship, she and her children can reset the universe if given enough star power. Rosalina isn't just a celestial princess we all know and love, but she is, and always will be, one dynamite gal. Or to be more accurate, she is my one dynamite gal.
Yes, the cute little Luma-like creatures from Super Mario Galaxy. I mean, they're on the top here of this, well, lowest of the good list for a reason. And besides, they're so cute. Anyways, Lumas are star-like creatures that mostly appear in, well, Super Mario Galaxy, aka Dogsy and Dog 6's favorite game of all time. And you know why, aside from Lumas. Mostly they look very much similar to Power Stars, except, well, they're more circular and also have the ability to talk to Mario and help him through his quest. Not only they can eat star bits, but they can also transform into entire galaxies themselves if you feed them enough. And, well, most of the Lumas even call Rosalina their, well, mom, after, well, she took them to adopt them at the end of her storybook. There's also their leader, Lubba, which appears in Super Mario Galaxy 2. He's a big, chunkier Luma than all the others, but hey, that doesn't mean he has a big heart as well.
That's all.
Okay now, on to Yoshi, everyone's favorite, lovable Mario partner dinosaur. Yoshi's a dinosaur-like character that acts like an ally to Mario and Luigi, and is also a protagonist of his own franchise. Among the members of the Yoshi species hailing from Yoshi's Island, any Yoshi might be identified as the Yoshi character, and as such, no iterations of the character are necessarily the same one. According to Super Mario World, he got his name from Yoshi's Island because he was first discovered there. Yoshi manages to rescue and protect baby Mario and baby Luigi from Kamek and Koopa Troop. In the Super Mario series, he acts like a writable character in Heroes, while most spin-offs he's a playable character on his own. Yoshi's defining traits are including his cutesy appearance, his cheerful, friendly personality, his water jumping, and his egg-laying abilities. You know, he's mostly been mostly an ally throughout the series, but if there's one thing that he actually did wrong, it's not pay his own taxes. Like, come on, Yoshi. You could do so much better than this, besides from stealing all those stars and coins from Mario Party.
Luigi is Mario's slightly younger and more timid brother, serving as the main protagonist of Luigi's Mansion and a side character throughout most of the Mario franchise in general. While he typically appears as a cowardly figure, Luigi is surprisingly brave, as he's willing to stand up to King Boo, even though King Boo is literally trying to break Luigi mentally. As such, this shows how strong Luigi is despite his appearance. Therefore, we can't help but put him this high on the list.
Once upon a time, there was a man. That man was called Mario.
Mario!
Was a good man. Better than good, you see? Mario! Was a great man. A special man. A great man. A special man. A great man. A special...
Get on with it. Yes, get on with it!
Next up, we have Mario.
It's me, Mario!
Even though Mario is a big hero, he is a bit lower than Luigi because he did get a little jealous of Luigi for no reason. He also sometimes just sacrifices Yoshi so he can make it to his goal. However, that doesn't mean he is bad. He is still a hero. He saved the galaxy twice from Bowser, saved Peach many times, and still cares for Luigi, despite being jealous. For example, in Dark Moon, when Luigi saved Mario, Mario thanked him, and they had a wholesome moment. And this is one of the many reasons why Mario is not mental. And I'm looking at you, MatPat.
Roasted!
Hi, I'm Daisy! And now for Daisy, or Princess Daisy. She's usually the princess of Sarasaland and is a recurring character in the Mario franchise. She's a tomboy, who just something stayed her debut appearance Super Mario Land. And her name, attire, emblems, and her special abilities are often flower-based because of her name. On this list, she mostly's done more good than evil, you know? And despite, well, her lesser appearances in the spin-offs, she seems like a really good ally to mostly Mario and Luigi, Peach, and just most of the Mario characters. Except probably Wario and Waluigi in the tennis games. Also another little tidbit on Daisy, she's finally in Mario Strikers Battle League, especially since she does play a bigger role in the Mario Strikers series than what most people think. Anyways, on to the next character. Cappy!
Cappy is a special case. Due to the fact that he is an assistant character like several others, he doesn't really get too much personality. That being said, he's still very helpful towards Mario as he aids our red-clad plumber throughout his adventure during Odyssey in order to save Princess Peach from, who else? Bowser. Overall, Cappy is a good character, but due to the fact that the others are simply more heroic so far, he can only be placed so high.
Mario.
Next up is a talking water pack who's named after an obvious pun who is a robot. You got yourself... Flood Man! I'm just kidding, it's Flood from Super Mario Sunshine, who was invented by Egad, and is the Super Mario Sunshine equivalent of the Poltergust from Luigi's Mansion. If you're curious about what Flood stands for, well, I'll help you.
Flash Liquidizer Ultra Dowsing Device.
Its name is obviously a pun of the word flood. Yeah, a large mass of water that often causes chaos in a public area. It is also shown to have an artificial intelligence, yes, because we all know what AI stands for, and is able to communicate with Mario and any other characters by speaking through the nozzle. Mario first finds Flood when he meets it for the first time. Mario then uses it to spray and clean the goo as well as graffiti found on the island after being framed and falsely accused by the gullible pillocks of Isle Delfino.
You pillock!
Or in some cases defeat enemies. When the tank is empty, Mario merely has to enter a body of water to refill Flood. It has 4 interchangeable nozzles. Squirt allows you to shoot water, Hover allows you to hover in the air for a short time, Rocket allows you to shoot up high in the air, and Turbo allows you to run at extremely fast speed on land or swim at extremely fast speed in water or under the water. Flood is also capable of speech in a high-pitched, monotonous, and slightly metallic voice. The primary aspect of its personality is servility. Its programming is to assist its user, and as such, it is loyal to Mario and offers assistance and information whenever it is relevant. It is selflessly steadfast in helping its user, even to the point where such assistance could destroy it. It's just a shame that Flood is only in one game and that's it. No, cameos don't count. Oh, it now becomes one of Mario's moves in the Super Smash Bros. Game starting from Brawl. But hey, at least Flood is more tolerable than the stupidness of the Piantas and is not gullible!
And remember, we'll be watching you, pal.
Go to hell before you die.
And now the Sprixie Princesses from Super Mario 3D World. They act as the rulers of the Sprixie Kingdom and the race of the Sprixies, who play a big role in the story of Super Mario 3D World. Mostly, they usually help you get throughout, like, each world and, well, each of the worlds of Super Mario 3D World. I can't really say much about them because they are mostly more good on this list. And it's a shame that we never get to see much of them ever again after this game's release. I hope Nintendo keeps using the Sprixie Princesses in maybe a sequel or something like that.
Here I go!
Toadette has made her first appearance in Mario Kart Double Dash, which was released in 2003 on the Nintendo GameCube. I have never played this before, nor do I ever have a Nintendo GameCube, because I was never born during that year. It is believed that Toadette was supposed to be Toad's girlfriend, or just a friend, or twin sister, who even knows? Let us know in the comments. In Captain Toad's Treasure Tracker, the spin-off's prequel of the Super Mario 3D World, she was a damsel in distress, who has been kidnapped like 2 or 3 times by a main antagonist of that game, Wingo. I felt like she was Toad's girlfriend in that game, and some games just like Mario and Peach. But as I said from before, who knows if Toadette is Toad's girlfriend? So maybe I should just say sister, because as I look it up on Google, it shows that Toadette is Toad's sister. But sometimes, or I'm not sure about this, but she sometimes acts like Toad, but unlike Toad, at least she's not as loud as Toad like some of those meme videos. Toadette is more cheerful and energetic than normal Toads, and even bursts into creativity. So I'm going to give my level of Toadette the same as the Toads.
Okay!
Toad is one of the main characters of the Mario franchise, being Princess Peach's attendant and protector of the Mushroom Kingdom alongside Mario, of course. This singular character is actually just a lookalike of the many Toads throughout the series, leading to some confusion over some of his appearances. That being said, due to the fact that he is an ally of Mario, he's still in the good category.
Alright!
Pauline is Jumpman's girlfriend in the original Donkey Kong game. She has been waiting on the side for quite some time now, mostly appearing in the Mario vs. Donkey Kong series. She's constantly getting captured by Donkey Kong, and Mario is forced to save her. Pauline's return to the mainline series put her in charge of Noob Donk City. She now hosts festivals in the streets, forcing people to drop whatever they're doing and start dancing. Okay, so maybe she's not the most pure person, but not exactly evil.
Toadsworth isn't that bad, but knowing him and his history is, well, complicated. But knowing one thing for sure, he cares about the princess and the other Toads. So, yeah, not a bad character.
I am the princess.
Oh, look what we have here on this list. It's me, Princess Peach from the Mushroom Kingdom. Won't you take it away, multi-fandom fangirl slash SPM fangirl? You know it, Peach. Next up on this list is the Mushroom Kingdom princess herself, Peach. I also voiced her in the Origami King musical. Go check it out if you haven't. Anyways, her first appearance was in the original Mario Bros. For the NES. She also got her first voice lines in Super Mario 64 as Leslie Swan. After that, she's appeared in many Mario games, many spin-offs, and she's mostly the main princess throughout the entire series, and she's the one that also gets kidnapped the most. Kind of feel bad for her, don't you think? She also has her castle along with many Toads as her royal servants, and they often get attacked by the Koopa Troop, often led by Bowser. She's also possibly a love interest for Mario, not confirmed yet though. She once again appeared in a lot of Mario games, including her own, and overall, she's mostly been the main princess ever since. Hope someday that the other princesses get to appear someday. But for now, Peach is mostly the leader for this. She's mostly known for being very nice and kind to others, and mostly being very sweet. But that doesn't mean she can kick some butt in the other spin-offs. But overall, she's a big princess with a big peachy golden heart.
We ain't done yet. We still have 2 more sections to go. Neutral to most neutral. and evil to most evil, starting with the neutral list.
This is as far as you know!
Super Mario Bros. 2 had some good bosses, but one I don't like is definitely Birdo. I mean, come on. She spits out eggs. Spits out eggs. No one in their right mind should spit out eggs.
I'm a chuckster!
The residents of Isle Delfino, for the most part, are idiots. Due to the fact that they were so confused about who was Mario and who was Shadow Mario that they locked up the real Mario after he was framed by Shadow Mario. Wow. Just how stupid are these people? The only reason they're not in the bad category is simply because they're idiots, rather than being outright malicious. Which is why I refuse to rank them as evil.
I'm a chuckster!
Next up is Professor Egad. Now I have heard a lot of theories saying that he is evil. I don't think he is evil, he's just done some other naughty things. For example, he makes Luigi suck up the ghosts that are not actually evil. He also sells King Boo to a garage sale in Dark Moon, which causes King Boo to escape. However, he did still do some good things, like helping Luigi save Mario and giving Luigi the Poltergust 3000 and 5000.
Oh, and here's where things start to go downhill pretty fast. Okay, so back before Mario was a thing, he was formerly known as Jumpman. And he had to jump over some barrels that were going in the most nonsensical directions ever to save his beloved Pauline, but would you look at that, the one who was throwing the barrels in the first place was none other than, yep, you guessed it, the giant ape himself, Donkey Kong. Yes, the same ape who's gonna be in the Super Mario movie coming out in a few months. Anyways, I get he throws barrels, but geez, could you do something else for once, you darn dirty ape?
Cheater! Going higher in the gray area, next up we have Wario. Now normally Wario is a greedy jerk and only cares about himself, but why is he so high up? He is so high up on the list because of what he did in Brawl. In the Subspace Emissary, he turned the characters into trophies, but what shows Wario's true dark side was when he captured Ness, thunder starts to appear, and makes Lucas run away, which he later gets revenge on Wario. But he is not in bad to evil because he does help sometimes, like in the end of Brawl, he helps everyone to face Taboo.
Waluigi, the King of Tennis, is up next! Known as the King of the Most Wanted Smash DLCs. More like the ex-King of the Most Wanted Smash DLC, as Sora creates his appearance at the last DLC. Even though he's not Smash, he's actually tough when you face him. You can even play as him in his first appearance. But he has only been in Mario Kart games, Mario Party games, Mario Sports games, Mario and Sonic games, and let's not forget his fan-made spin-off game, Waluigi's Taco Stand. He has not been in any Mario main games. I mean, I kinda wish Waluigi was in some main games like with Wario and Mario 64 DS. Anyways, to his personality, all Mario characters are originally named in Japan, because Nintendo is a Japanese video game company. The name Waluigi is a portmanteau of Luigi's name and the Japanese adjective Waluri, meaning bad, hence a bad Waluigi. Also, Waluigi is said to be a mischievous and cunning man. He was also voiced by Charles Martinet, as he stated that the cornerstone of Waluigi's personality is self-pity. Waluigi has been said to be Wario's twin brother Luigi's greedy bully. He is such a pushover, just like Wario, but Wario is more greedier than his brother Waluigi because, in my opinion, Waluigi's greed was supposed to lead him to create his own arcade place, or casino, or amusement park. Well, not an amusement park, but he does own an arcade place, but he also has a taco stand which was weak. Wario, on the other hand, needed money to be the ruler of everything. He wanted the castle to be king. Or I'm not sure if he steals castles or owns a castle, but Wario is greedier than Waluigi. Also, there are fan arts of Waluigi loving Rosalina, but that's never going to happen.
Denied! Nice try, ass.
Dog Eating Dog 6 is the only guy to have Rosalina as his girlfriend, not Waluigi, because of 3 things. 1. Rosalina doesn't like ugly faces. 2. She doesn't appreciate people being greedy. And 3. Rosalina wears a light turquoise dress which best suits the stars in the sky, while Waluigi's colors are purple and black. Those are just like colors of the black hole. That black hole in the ending of Super Mario Galaxy devoured everything in the universe. But on the bright side, the Lumas had to put their foot down to sacrifice themselves to destroy the black hole and to be reborn. And to create a brand new galaxy, of course. Seriously, Waluigi never deserves Rosalina. Instead of Rosalina, I prefer Waluigi deserving a Toho character to be his Mario X Toho crossover girlfriend, June Yorigami. June is a greedy thief who has no issue with using her ability to rob anybody and everybody of their wealth, having no concern at all for their well-being. Wario, Waluigi, and June are greedy characters. Toho is kinda like Mario. Raven Hakurei reminds me of Mario. Sane reminds me of Luigi. Raven and Mario are heroes in red, while Sane and Luigi are heroes in green, and have the same powers. And Kagura Horai-san reminds me of Princess Peach because they are both princesses. Also, Remelia Scarlet, the Scarlet Devil, reminds me of Bowser, the Koopa King! Because Remelia spreaded mist. Bowser spreaded mist in New Super Mario Bros. U. And here are 2 other same things both Bowser and Remelia did. They both locked the princesses away. Well, the Princess Remelia from Toho locked up was her sister, Flandre Scarlet. Flandre is also a princess too, just like her sister. But she was locked up way longer than Princess Peach. And another thing is they are both monsters. And Bowser is my next character. Anyways, back to Waluigi. Just because Waluigi is greedy like Wario doesn't mean he did most of the same things Wario did. Anyways, my rating for Waluigi, I say he's below his brother Wario. We are entering the evil to most evil section of the characters.
My old arch nemesis Bowser will be in the list, which Tamatoa Gaming Dog will talk about later on.
Anyways, hit that section!
The Koopa Troop serve as Bowser's military throughout the entire series. Now, what I mean by the Koopa Troop is pretty much every enemy that serves under Bowser throughout the games. This includes the Koopas, the Goombas, the Bullet Bills, the Thwomps, all of them. As such, I cannot rank them individually, so we had to place them all together. They are loyal to Bowser, but due to the fact that they are simple foot soldiers, they cannot really be placed as any more evil. PD Piranha, due to the fact that he is his own character, in more than one way, he ranks separately from the other minions. Due to the fact that he is an animalistic character most of the time, attacking out of pure instinct, I cannot place him any higher.
The Brutals are like the Mega Man killers, except they've got a 4th member. Honestly, my favorites of the 4 are Rango and Topper. Spewart, he gets a pass. Harriet, I don't know what to say about her.
Come on, guys. What's with the hats?
Continuing through the bad to evil category, next up is the Koopalings. There are 7 Koopalings in total: Larry, Wendy, Lemmy, Roy, Morton, Iggy, and Ludwig. Each have their own amazing personalities and serve Bowser in defeating Mario. There isn't too much to say about them. They are evil, but there are more evil characters than them.
I am the Great Wart! Ha ha ha!
And speaking of weird characters, what about Wart? He's a frog that shoots, well, bubbles. Sort of reminds me of Bubble Man from Mega Man 2. You know, this guy. And the only way you're gonna hurt Wart is by throwing vegetables. Freaking vegetables.
Boo! You stink!
Good riddance.
Ah, thank you so much, Sir Lives-a-Lot. I love you.
Tatanga is a devious little alien who captures Princess Daisy in Super Mario Land. He also reappears in Super Mario Land 2 for a revenge. Tatanga seems to be set on ruining Mario's life with no visible motives. Maybe he's just doing it for fun? Or maybe he's trying to clear out one of the Mushroom Kingdom's most powerful protectors so his alien race can attack. Whatever the case, his powerful spaceship proves to be a deadly weapon, but he's not the most treacherous of Mario's many adversaries.
Now we have the Boos. These guys serve King Boo in the Luigi's Mansion series and help capture Mario. In the first game, they also transform into a big Boo called Boolossus and try to take out Luigi. Just like the Koopalings, there aren't many things to say about them.
Now on to the evil character Bowser Jr. on this list. He is usually a recurring antagonist in Nintendo's The Mario franchise. As his name indicates, he is the son of Bowser and serves the Prince of Koopas as the heir to his throne, the future king. Bowser Jr. made his first appearance in Super Mario Sunshine and has helped his father since to kidnap Princess Peach and battle Mario and Luigi in a lot of games. Bowser Jr. has also taken on playable roles in spin-off titles like Superstar Baseball and Mario Strikers Charge, and some of the Mario RPGs if you count those. Bowser Jr. wants nothing more rather than to do his father's evil will, and Bowser is rarely seen his emotional side, often brought out by his interactions with his son. He also used to be in disguise of Shadow Mario in Super Mario Sunshine. His defining traits are usually a striking appearance for resemblance to his father, his hyperactive and mischievous personality, and his expertise in mechanics, heavy uses of his Junior Clown Car and the magic paintbrush, and also the bandana he wears. Also, you can never forget that Nintendo Switch Online parental controls to me video. That is hilarious, and it really shows his true colors there.
Next up we have Kamek. Kamek has been on Bowser's side for a while. He helps Bowser defeat Mario multiple times. He even has a great and heartwarming connection with Bowser Jr. and calls him Young Master. During the adventures, Kamek uses his magic and causes things to be stuck in Mario's path. He may have done many evil things, but does some nice things as well, like caring for Bowser and Bowser Jr. The bronze medal of Evil goes to Helen Gravely. Helen Gravely invites Luigi and his gang to a hotel in Luigi's Mansion 3. But during the night, she releases King Boo and helps him capture Luigi's friends. She sends her staff and her poltergeist to capture Luigi, but they fail, and King Boo gets mad at her for failing. The only reasons why she is not higher is because the next two have done more evil.
Now here's my favorite Mario antagonist I'm going to talk about. That's right! It's Bowser! Bowser the Koopa King! Now, how should I explain this? Literally every Mario game, well except for some Mario RPGs, cards or party games, Bowser always kidnaps Peach and tries to take over the Mushroom Kingdom. In the first animated Mario movie in Japan, Bowser intended to fall in love with Peach and marry her. And I can't believe Bowser did the same in Super Paper Mario and Super Mario Odyssey. That's not his only main goal, he had other goals too, such as stealing stars in Mario 64, order his son to trash the Delfino Plaza in Mario Sunshine, take over the whole universe in Mario Galaxy 1 and 2, stealing mini stars in Mario Party 9, do his main goal again in Dream Team, but using his Dream Stone to become supreme, team up with his paper self against the Mario Bros and Paper Mario and Paper Jam, paint the town black and cause a splash, do his main goal again in Mario 3D World, except it's Sprixies instead of Peach. Well, I don't know what plan Bowser made in Mario Plus Rabbids, but he was mind controlled by Megabug and was intending to destroy Mario and his terrifying monstrous being in Bowser's fury. Bowser is Mario's main opponent and is the final boss in most Mario games. Also, Bowser is unacceptable as a final boss in Partners in Time because Elder Princess Shrube is the proper main antagonist of that game that has her own final boss team. Bowser is stubborn, grumpy, and has anger issues, but other than Bowser's villainy, at least he's not a child abuser to his son. SML Bowser is abusive. The real Bowser would never do such a thing. Bowser really cares about his son Bowser Jr., and he still cares about the Koopalings, even though they're not really his kids. My rating for Bowser? He is neutral evil.
At long last, the gold medal of evil. If you're a long-time Mario fan, then you know exactly who I'm referring to. That's right, King Boo from Luigi's Mansion. Now, I'm only talking about what he does in Luigi's Mansion, because that is where he really shines. Ahem! Devilishly cool and truly the most menacing villain from the Super Mario series. We have King Boo, the main antagonist of the Luigi's Mansion series and arch nemesis of Luigi as he made his debut in the first Luigi's Mansion game back in 2001. And as his name implies, he is the king of the entire Boo race. What makes him cooler than your normal, average, everyday Boo is that he has special magic abilities that make him quite a powerful foe. King Boo is wildly more intelligent than both Mario and Luigi combined, but he always seems to get thwarted by them no matter how hard he tries. Having to work with idiotic, dumb ghosts is the least of his worries when Luigi brings the poltergust with him everywhere he goes. His hobbies include gambling, scaring others, plotting revenge, and sadistically tormenting poor Luigi. King Boo has a list of sinister actions as he traps Mario in a painting, rescues Boolossus and rid himself of the Mario Brothers, takes revenge on Luigi and take over the Evershade Valley and the world beyond, lures Luigi and his friends to the Last Resort Hotel and trap them forever, and finally imprisons his foes inside paintings for his own portrait gallery. This is way more wicked than kidnapping the same princess for the umpteenth time, isn't it? Much more threatening than Bowser ever was. King Boo actually succeeded in capturing Mario, something Bowser couldn't do until Super Princess Peach. And because he's a very threatening villain, he is much more capable than Bowser ever can be. In the first Luigi's Mansion, King Boo didn't seem to be pure evil at first as he claimed to care for his fellow ghosts. However, he then became more and more malicious in Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon as he was willing to destroy all of reality solely out of revenge against Luigi, and remained pure evil in Luigi's Mansion 3 as he had shown to have discarded any affection for other ghosts. It's possible that the magic crown he was wearing in Dark Moon affected his mind and turned him insane. However, whether or not this is true is unknown, as this was never confirmed before or even implied. He isn't shown to be pure evil in any of the spin-off games either, as he calls Little Boo's cute and is merely helping Bowser and is on Wario's baseball team, not going beyond standard villainy. Not to mention, Bowser wouldn't accept a pure evil in his ranks. That could be because King Boo outside of Luigi's Mansion is a different Boo altogether. This might also explain why he looks different in the Luigi's Mansion series, though the crown on his head doesn't explain this, because in the end credits of Luigi's Mansion 3, he looked the same and his crown was off him at the time. What makes him truly the most sinister villain in the main Mario series more so than Bowser is that while he may have been a caring ruler at one point, This changes once Luigi beats him in the first Luigi's Mansion. After his first defeat, King Boo started to loathe Luigi even more than Egad and Mario, to the point of conducting an elaborate revenge scheme involving shattering the Dark Moon and causing the ghosts to fly out of control. Notably grew to care little for his troops as of Dark Moon, experimenting on the ghosts he enslaved and broke into submission and treating his boos as common casualties. It reaches the point where King Boo willingly opens a portal to the ghosts' homeworld with the intent to destroy the universe as an act of spite. He sadistically taunted Luigi over the capture of his friends and family. Despite only developing a grudge against Luigi and Egad specifically, he still repeatedly went after their friends and family to permanently trap them in paintings too, either to get to them or simply out of spite due to association with them. First, he abducted Mario and several Toads in Dark Moon, then set a trap for all of them in Luigi's Mansion 3, where he once again temporarily succeeded in capturing them along with Princess Peach. This is especially evident in the case of Peach and the Toads, since he had no reason to believe they were a threat to him. Despite being freed by Helen Gravely, he showed no affection for her or her efforts to impress him, openly stating that he wasn't confident that her plan would work when confronting Luigi, refusing to give her the opportunity to make up for her shortcoming and later disregarding her entirely for her failure upon her capture. King Boo also treats Helen like she was just his minion or right hand instead of an actual love interest, and he gets angry to her every time that one of her minions fail, meaning that he never loved Helen. He callously dismisses the rest of her staff as useless for failing to catch Luigi, despite his own lack of success attempting to do so in the past. Focused himself entirely on removing his opposition to the point where he's willing to trap the last resort and everything around it inside a painting, simply to capture Luigi. Also, not to mention, the third game is where King Boo is at his best. First off, he has developed as a villain quite a lot. He went from just being a final boss because the series needs one, to a terrifying, no-nonsense menace that only Luigi can defeat. And second, King Boo is also easily the second most expressive character in the game, behind Luigi of course. Usually he only has a creepy smile even when he's been captured. Here, however, he's also been given a confused look for more personality and even an angry scowl to genuinely look scary. Look at that face! That is pure nightmare fuel! While there are multiple truly heinous villains in the series, most of them have at least some redeemable qualities and care for others, which makes King Boo worse as he threw all of them away and cares nothing for anyone except himself, which means he will remain evil forever. Not only that, he still managed to commit worse crimes than most villains. King Boo is the most evil to the main protagonist in the series as he continuously captures his friends and family for his evil deeds. Now we know why he's the most evil on the list. King Boo is now willing to destroy or kill anything to get back at Luigi. He doesn't even care about his men anymore. He also tried to destroy the universe, conquer the world, and paint the town red. Yes, red, the color of blood, which shows that he intends to murder at least some people. His trait of being protective towards his fellow Boos was simply shed, giving place to a sadistic and sociopathic character whose only goal was to torment Luigi. King Boo, who is chaotic evil and the most evil villain in the main Mario series, will take you inside the painting!
Wow, what a list we did! I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and make sure to subscribe to Super Origami Kingdom. Also, I'll say this now, if you help us reach 500 subs, we have a surprise. And I know Dogs Eating Dog 6 said this earlier, but I will say it again. From now on, we are doing less rants and more positive videos. We don't want Super Origami Kingdom to just be negative videos. However, we will still be doing some rants. By the way, stay tuned for the upcoming future video on Super Origami Kingdom, which is gonna be a rant on another childhood destroyer that Dogs Eating Dog 6 finds worse than Modern Family Guy. What is it? It's that atrocious Thomas and Friends rebooted cartoon, All Engines Go!
Also, 2 more things before we close here for today. I and Jurassic Park 64 will be doing a marathon review on the 4 MonsterVerse movies: Godzilla 2014, Kong Skull Island, Godzilla King of the Monsters, and Godzilla vs. Kong featuring Godzilla himself. Stay tuned for that. Oh, and one more thing before we leave. The next video on Dogs Eating Dog 6's channel will be the 4th episode of the King Ollie Show, featuring Mario and Bowser, as they will be going over the top 10 best and worst bosses from the Mario franchise, including a new villainous colleague that will join the list. Who will it be? You will find out when that episode premieres.
And remember that hint I said at the end of the Malekith rant. My team and I are going to destroy All Engines Go, so most of them will make a return. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must head back to my team. And remember, reality is an illusion, the universe is a hologram. Bye, Gold, bye!
And as for me, I'll be heading home to my girlfriend Mommy as she invited me over to her apartment for a tea party. See you all next time, and remember, when there's smoke, they pinch back. This is Tomato Gaming Doll, signing out.
That is but a taste of a toast. Do you? I'm not gay. I finally found it. Now who's gonna stop me?
Where am I?
Catch that mushroom, you'll die! Oh, I'm sus. That one's perfectly gay.
Oh, sounds a bit rude.